Andrew, also, I don't know what I'm talking about ever, so just interrupt, whatever. But in the beginning, I like to do a little intro. Okay. Don't say anything until I say your name. I have a great intro.
It's really good, actually.
Yeah, all right.
Like the second bite, it gets really fucking good.
Yeah.
It's sugar. It's just all sugar.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So until I say your name, but
So I won't say anything.
Yeah, but I'm gonna give you a great intro.
Okay.
I forgot what your podcast is called for some reason, but I'm gonna try to figure it out when I go.
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'll do what I do. You know what I mean? Bro, okay, ready to go.
5, 4, 3, 2.
산 토끼 토끼야 어디는 가느냐 깜충깜충 뛰면서 어디는 가느냐. That's an old Korean song that you can't fucking dance to. I tried. You can't fuck to that song. We tried a couple times, huh, baby? We giggle.
What's it mean?
It's about a rabbit. It's about a rabbit hopping through a forest or a field. He dies, I think. I don't know what happens, but fuck that rabbit. I love rabbits, by the way.
Do you wanna hear a Filipino?
Yeah. I want to hear one.
Muchaka baliling sa baybayon.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Oh,
That's it.
Wow.
That's the whole song. The guy was lazy when he wrote it. Really lazy. Before we introduce our very special, we get a bunch of local retards. Sorry. We get a bunch of local.
Rewind that?
No, don't cut it out because I corrected myself, and that's about growth. It's about growth.
Growth, yeah.
It's about growth. We get a lot of local mentally challenged, right?
Yep.
Comedians coming here, man, from the local area. We get one of those little ones. We never had the little one, huh? Was it Brad Williams? We never had him, but we get the other ones, the redheaded freak.
Yeah.
But, I've been trying to, get the other side in here, too, east side, you know what I mean? What's up, you know what I mean? All day, every day, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I'd like to talk about some revelations I've had, actually, because, as you know, I went away and I'm reborn. I'm like a phoenix. And I've learned, today was a different day. I try to do things differently. I said hello to a homeless person.
Oh, wow.
And he goes, I think what he said, like that. And I go, okay. But I felt the connection.
That's all that matters.
Thank you, baby. I feel empathy today. I was thinking about, those Indian girls that are born with 15 arms on their body. And then the whole village.
Ganesh?
Whatever. The whole village, how the whole village worships them as a god, right? And then all of a sudden some British surgeon, I'll operate for free, right? And then all of a sudden he takes all the limbs up, and guess what? Now she's a little Indian girl again. Bitch, I was a god.
She was a goddess.
I was a fucking god. What the fuck? You know what I mean? But now she's gonna make naan for the rest of her life.
Oh my God.
Whatever they make.
At least make it garlic naan.
Garlic naan.
Garlic naan. Come on, bro.
I also made a revelation that remember I refused to call Eskimos Inuits.
You and Michael Bisping.
We both refused. I'm now gonna call Inuits.
Good.
But fuck, man, I've never met one, and I want to tell them I've changed. You've met one? No, don't say shit until I say it. Okay, now I'm gonna bring you up.
They have.
I'll bring it up Inuit. I'll bring it. All right.
I need to.
Okay.
I need paper.
This is what Johnny's...
Paper.
Keep going.
So now I'm gonna bring up the guest that we have today. So for 20 plus years in my career, I never went to Montreal. And in the beginning, the first 10, they go, no, you don't have it. In the last 10, hey, you made it without us. Can we come? And I was like, nah. But the year, and you know what? Everything happens for a reason, and everything is God's will. Mm-hmm. And if I say that again, fucker, don't do that face. You rejected me just with your fucking... Well, that's how white people do it anyway, so that's my bad. That jacket though, bro? Never again, dude. You're not a 12-year-old boy from Tokyo. Don't stick out your tongue like you're fucking sort of Pikachu shit. All right? So anyway, I get invited to Montreal. I host the nasty shows, and I know Jessa May. Mm-hmm. I know Big JJ Oko, and then I know what's the other ones? Jimmy. I forgot, but I didn't know the rest, right? Mm-hmm. And I remember being in the back. I remember the first time I met you. I was there. It was light out a little bit. You were leaning against a pole outside.
Very cool.
And you go, "Hey, man, I'm Andrew." And I'm like, "What?" In my head. Right? And I'm like, "Who's this fucking open mic or whatever?" You know what I mean? But then, no, I'm being real. No, just shut the fuck up, bro. I'm going to get real right with you. And I was educated that night. I went up. I go, "I thought I did okay." Bring up the next guy. But then this dude goes up there. And I had a little bit of revelation. I go, "This dude is so fucking funny." But I thought it was a fluke. So I waited the next night before I even wanted to, And then, you know what I mean? You did it again, but with different material. And it was loose. It was relevant. It felt new almost. And he's a cool dude as well. And I had dinner with him, and I had a couple of agents from different agencies go, "Can you get him to sign with us?" Right? Which then is another thing. Like, this guy's legit. But I want to bring his name up. He is Jew 3.0, bro. Like, the new shit, man. Hey, Nazi, you try to do this with this dude and this new crowd, you're going to be the ones. With your shoes are going to be the ones, all right, that we're going to be collecting in museums.
Jeez.
Don't ever do that again. It's fucking wrong. If I think about it, it's wrong.
Yeah.
If you think hard about it, it's like,
Yeah, it's a little, yeah.
But Andrew Schulz, give him a round of applause.
Hey!
Yeah, what's up, dude?
You met an Inuit.
Fuck you, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Where did I meet Inuit?
She fucking waddled backstage at the Nasty Show. Outside, she waited for you.
Yeah.
And the only reason I know she was an Inuit is she asked me, she was like, "Is Bobby Lee coming out?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think he'll be out in a second." And then she goes, "Okay, I'm an Inuit." I swear to God. I swear to God.
Okay.
And I go, "I hope there's more to this fucking story." And apparently, I guess you said something maybe on the podcast.
Yes.
And she heard that.
I remember that. I did meet one.
She was there.
Because when she waddled through.
Like an Inuit. Can you imagine? I never had met one until her. And she came out, and we both met our first Inuit, and she was like, "We support you." She like spoke about the whole community. She was like, "We support you, Bobby.
Yeah.
We just wanted you to meet one of us." And I think you said something. You're like, "If I meet an Inuit, come see me." There was
Yeah, she
something.
probably did.
I think I said that, and she did go backstage, but I blocked it out, I think.
I know. That's what I had to call out.
Yeah.
But
Thank
it
you.
resurfaced today because now you've changed.
And that's why you spoke about it. It all happens for a reason.
Right, and
That and the 12-arm girl
what do you mean?
would make so much more naan with all the arms.
That's the thing.
That's a good
the only
point.
thing I can
That's
think about.
great.
It's like you're really hurting the community.
Yeah.
Maybe she was the only one that made the naan. She wasn't even the goddess. It was like, "Listen, bitch, you got nothing to do with those other 8 arms. Roll this dough."
Right, or you know what I was thinking if I was her? Goalkeeper. Right? FC India, right?
Olympic.
Dude, imagine you're doing a fucking free kick, right? Imagine 19 arms.
Worst
You'd be like,
nightmare.
"I'm not going to do it." Hey, Cristiano, you kick it.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want 19 arms, bro.
No.
Right?
Yeah. Why wouldn't you want them?
Because as a dude, it's like I feel like my hands would get jealous. Right? Because which one do you stroke with, bro?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then the one up here,
Yeah.
the one that the T-Rex one that's up here, that can't get down, right?
It just blocks your face.
right. Yeah, maybe it's the shame. That's the shame,
It's
man.
the shit.
Yeah, it's shame, and yeah. God, man. Dude, we learn and grow together. I think that's the most important thing.
Every time.
Yeah. Is that a mustache or what is that?
I think it's, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I just like the
I'm
way-
trying.
Yeah.
You know?
You know what it reminds me of?
What is that? Are you about to make fun of facial hair? Are you, of all people, about to make fun of facial hair? Let's go. Let's have a whiskers off.
But see, this though, when you see an Asian, are you friends with Asians at home?
Yeah.
How many?
This is the weirdest question. You're the second person to ask me how many friends I have of a minority group.
But was it
If
asked
I
by a minority?
Knew, yes.
Okay.
If I knew the number, do you know how fucking awful that would be? if I capped you guys, if there was like a governor at like 7. I have Asian friends, but I don't know. I don't count. My high school is like half Asian. You didn't have a choice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where'd you grow up?
Manhattan, New York City.
Yeah, I know what Manhattan is. It's like L.A., California.
Yeah, well, I said Manhattan, New York City.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I know that's
Did you hear what I fucking
I
said?
heard you what you fucking said, bro. So half of them were Asians.
Yeah, it was a public school, but it was like half for smart kids. And I swear to God, the school, like half the kids got in with grades, and then half of the kids got in because you had to let anybody in because it's a public school.
Oh, yeah.
And I swear to God, half of the school was fucking Asian.
Right. Did you get
So
angry
it's
about
like-
that or no?
No, I didn't get angry, but it was like clearly we know who earned it. You know what I mean? And who they had to accept.
Yeah.
But
Any,
yeah, it was
any
cool.
Asians you preferred?
What are my Asian hierarchy?
Yeah.
I have actually an Asian
Ooh.
hierarchy.
Oh, I'd love to
I
know.
want to hear
100%.
this.
And it's changed recently after going to Asia.
Oh,
okay.
shit.
Because I went to Japan and I was like, Japan is number one.
Yeah.
You know, I was kind of indoctrinated with like the
Typical,
Western
yeah.
ideology of Japan,
Yeah.
right? And I go to Japan and I have the best of several things I've ever had in my life in Japan. I had the best steak I've ever had in my life, hands down. Wow. I had the best pizza I've ever had in my life.
Wow,
Pizza
really?
Strata in Tokyo. I swear to God.
Wait, isn't cheese a wanted commodity there?
They're always making shit up. Everything's a problem with them. Right? It's like the Godzilla cheese. Everything's an issue, right?
right,
They're
right.
they're really just like anxious people. Like it's all going away.
And those kamikazes, they just don't know how to fucking land. I think that's what it is. Oh, sorry. Let's go. Keep going.
Keep going. Push
Go
through
back
it.
to Japan. Go
Push
back to
through it. Push
So
through it.
I go to Japan and I'm having the best of like several things were the best I've ever had, right? But I felt like I went there and I didn't meet a truly Japanese person or find how they actually felt about the world. Meaning everything was a mask, from the geisha to the fucking pizza guy. Like it was, I'm going to perfect other people's shit, or I'm going to wear a costume that is how I should act in the world, but I don't know who the fuck you really are. And then you start to see their porn and shit and you're like, oh... Oh God!
I
Like,
know.
you restrict people, and then you cause them to go crazy. Like
I know.
and it was so weird. Like even the women there, I was talking to a couple of these Japanese women that had lived abroad, and they came back and they were like, "It is an odd thing. Like the men here don't want us to be sexy; they want us to be cute." And it was weird. And then you start to see the girls were kind of like cute about shit. But they weren't kind of like owning their sexuality. There's no like Latina Japanese chick who's like in there sassy and shit,
Right,
like,
right.
with the fucking fan, but like super hot
They
about
would
it.
never pull out a knife. Defend their boyfriend. Never. Never.
Dude, that harikari would be amazing.
All right. But with a little pocket knife,
The
that's
tiny
a
one.
man. That's
Like a little butter knife,
Yeah, yeah.
whatever. But so it was just this weird thing. So I went there and I thought I was gonna have this amazing experience. I went to that horseshit sushi restaurant, the Jiro Dreams of
Yeah.
Sushi, which is dog shit. It was the worst sushi I had the entire dog shit. Absolute dog shit. And let me tell you something. I spent $1,000. I spent $1,000 in 25 minutes. It was $500 for my girl, $500 for me.
God.
Wait, and let me tell you something. I was so... I'm curious about other cultures. I go there to learn. I was so fucking nervous in this place that I was going to do something to disrespect them or like be rude by accident. I bought a suit just for this place. Okay, I have a whole fucking suit. We're there on time. I'm screaming at my girlfriend. She is running in heels because I didn't want to be late because they said if you're late, you could lose that reservation. We are so excited. She's like a big like food enthusiast. And we go in and it was almost inedible.
Oh, really?
Almost inedible.
How heartbreaking.
I'm sweating. I'm
God.
gonna tell you.
That morning
We love
we went
that.
to the old fish market, right? They have a new fish market, like $3 billion that they made, and it was amazing. You saw like the tuna auction, and it was really sick. And we went to the old one to have sushi, and that was the best sushi I've ever had in my entire life.
That's the
and
place.
it was unbelievable, and it was cheap.
Is
The
the
fucking gyro is
nervousness of
nothing.
being in there affect the taste?
No,
of the-
it's the wasabi. You're just snorting wasabi. That's what it tastes like when you eat there. And you know what they did recently? I was so happy last week. They took away his Michelin stars. That fuck.
Oh, you can.
Wow.
Holy shit,
Lot of
dude.
beef.
It's a
here.
racket, dude.
Yeah.
He don't even let Japanese people go. It's like you have to be at a fancy hotel to get a reservation. It's the whole shit is nonsense.
It's a sham.
It's a sham.
It's a fucking
It's
sham.
a fucking sham.
And let me say something. I
I'm
knew this
blown.
about the movie because if you saw the sushi in Eero,
Yeah.
you know how like you're as an actor or you're in documentaries, they put makeup on you.
Yeah.
They did that shit to the food.
The food wasn't even real.
It's not
Really?
real. In the food, if you look at the food, it's glossy, right? There's like sparkles on it, almost as it glows almost.
I just thought that was the quality of the fish.
No, dude, it's Hollywood fucking magic.
Remember how you was like everything is about the rice?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, the rice was bomb. The rice was bomb.
Oh.
The rice, but you're gonna get bomb rice everywhere you go. But let me tell you something. Let me also tell you something. And I'm in a room
point. I
full of
think it's
Asians
right.
right now, and you guys will understand this.
Yeah.
I'm not spending $1,000 on rice. Spending $1,000 on rice. Like that is. If that isn't the whitest thing, like if you found out that a white man spent $1,000 on rice, right? Like you'd be like, how did they ever colonize anyone? Like, who the fuck? Like this is $1,000 for rice. We're not gonna do it.
Yeah.
The tamago was good, but that's egg. It's like, why
Yeah,
am I
it's egg.
spending?
Yeah.
The mackerel was good, and then that's it. Everything was too
Jesus.
much.
So
But
not
it's
worth
like,
it.
It's hard to make mackerel not good.
So mackerel's already
Yeah,
fucking
mackerel's
good.
it's a stronger tasting fish.
Okay.
I was livid.
Are
Right.
you sold? Are you sold on like the other types of restaurants like Noma or these other ones that cost like?
She wants to go to this one. Tell them about the one in Denmark.
Oh.
You land
Magnus?
at the airport,
No,
bro.
not Magnus is in Norway.
Whatever, dude. You
No, it's in Denmark. It's called Noma. It's been like a top. Renee Redzepi
you have
is
to
like my follow
drive
him
5 hours into the forest. Then you have to sleep there in a cabin.
Oh, that's the Norway guy. That's Magnus.
Whatever that guy is.
Yeah,
Magnus.
this is. I know the whole hustle here.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
I already
Thank
know.
you so much,
I already
bro.
know what it is.
$1,000
Right. So
Rice.
it's also snowing.
Snow, of course.
Rice.
Of course, it's snowing. Why wouldn't it be snowing?
I'll tell
Right?
you
What
why
else?
it's a
You
better
have to
deal.
battle a moose. Go.
You know how you paid? You know how you paid $1,000 for
Yeah.
just basically rice? You get a 30-course meal at this place in the middle of nowhere.
If
So
you
at the
give me
very least-
30 peanuts, that doesn't, you know what I mean? It doesn't. What the fuck?
But like, you're gonna like it because you have no other options,
Yeah, it's true.
right? It's like
Yeah.
you're in the forest, and they're like, "Do you like it?" You're like, "Yeah, I guess," because there's just trees out there. Like, so you have to eat it.
Yeah.
No, I won't do it. I'm sure it's good, but part of that is like you go through the whole journey, so you think it's better than it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if you understand this as a woman as much as like we understand as men. Like trying to get laid is so much investment that by the time you do it, you're like, oh my God, this was worth it. But you traveled into the forest for 5 hours, right? You did all this thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yes,
like,
I know what you're saying.
boom. So
Yeah.
we just serve it. If you give it, and it's good right away, then it's good. When I don't want it
Yes.
and I still eat it,
Yeah.
it's good. The fucking Palovinin. What is it called? The Palvarone. I didn't want it, but then I ate it. So it
journey.
must be good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, but we want to share some amazing sponsors.
Blue, 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 blue apron. Blue, blue, blue apron. Cooking isn't about filling your belly. It's about filling your soul. It's creating and sharing a delicious meal with family and friends. You know, I'm reading this. I want to be real. When I see Blue Apron in my kitchen, in the box, I have to always find out what the ingredients are, what the meals are, because I get excited. It really is, for me, I eat out a lot, but when Blue Apron's in town, I eat that. You know, we cook it up, we eat it, we love it. It's just delicious. And I really think that you're disservicing yourself for not doing it. Tell them more about
I
it.
really like Blue Apron because they offer me vegetarian options. And now, since Bobby and I are only 2 people, you have the options of getting 2 meals in a box versus 3 meals.
Yeah.
So guys, bring back the magic of your kitchen and enjoy a home-cooked meal. Check out this week's menu and get $60 off when you visit blueapron.com/belly. That's blueapron.com/belly. Blue Apron, cook more.
You know what I'm also tired of? We're talking about food.
Jews? No, I'm sorry.
Well, you go to like I went to a Mexican.
I'm not even
restaurant.
Jewish, by the way. Most
you're not?
people assume I am.
Oh yeah. Oh, Jesus, look at. But anyway,
He's a 3.0.
Do we all look the same?
yeah. You know what? I also like when you're like in Texas and you're in a Mexican restaurant and they go, we only use local ingredients.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, I want guacamole. Get the avocado. Go to Vaughn's. I don't give a fuck. Right? I'm tired of local ingredients.
Why are people so proud of that? Why are they so proud of the local thing?
Supports local farmers.
Here we go.
And like,
Make your farm better, and then everybody will buy stuff from you. Like, what are we doing here? Who are we joking? I don't support local headphones, right? I don't support a local cell phone. I don't support local camera. Like, why do we have to support the local farmer? Get your fucking business together. Get your fucking business together, and then what you'll do is you'll have something that everybody wants to buy. Very simple, right? This is capitalism.
Yeah.
Support local. What is that?
Yeah.
Wow.
I agree with you 100%.
We wouldn't have colonized the world if we wanted to do local.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
and everybody fucking nitpicks what they choose to be conscious about. You know,
This is a very good point. It's bullshit.
Yeah, it is bullshit.
it's like let's advocate for the no straw thing really, really hard, but in the meantime, let's, you know what I mean? It's nitpicky.
Dude,
It's,
this is the thing that drives me crazy. Okay. These people, like, they're thinking that they're, like, supporting the world. They're, like, helping people back home. They're, like, helping community, et cetera. It's like, most of the world doesn't have clean water to drink, right?
yeah.
Right.
And every night, we pretend to care about those people out there in the world, and then we take a shit in clean water.
It's so true.
Yeah.
I just pissed in clean drinking water, right? There was drinking water that I peed in. I don't care. Clearly, I don't care, right? Like, I could have scooped it up and sent it to fucking somebody, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I took a shit.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
It's bullshit.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
We just are a little guilty that we live in this amazing...
Yeah.
Like, is this the Malibu fire? What's behind
We
me,
just
bro?
got that installed today.
Dude, this is hysterical. What am I looking at right now? Or is this a volcano? What is it? Where's that giraffe? Dude, how many times
Oh,
did
yeah,
that
that
giraffe
giraffe.
burned down and they just replaced them?
Wine Farm.
Stanley?
But you know it's like the fucking, what is the killer whale's name? Shamu? Where they just
Yeah.
run it back
Oh,
once it dies?
Tillicum.
Yeah.
Tillicum, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever I always root for the animal. Whenever like, I root for
Whenever
the
there's a fire?
no, like you know, when the gorilla with the baby, when the baby fell in the baby. I root for them.
Suplex.
Yeah. So I get what you're saying. So like for instance, you know, I've been drinking now bamboo straws. I tried to, you know, or I've been drinking just no straw, right?
Yeah.
But this whole thing's made of plastic
Son.
that I ordered.
Everything.
Yeah.
You know how many straws? You know how many straws we could have gotten out of that?
I know. What is this?
It is a plastic wall.
Yeah, it's a plastic wall.
I do like the design aesthetic you have going on here. Even in your whole house. I don't want to give it away.
Yeah, it's
But like
fine.
the statue you have like sets a tone out
Oh,
front.
thanks, man. I
It's
just
a
bought.
deterrent. It's supposed to scare people away.
Yeah.
It does
In
it?
case
does.
of a home robbery,
People get
home
scared.
invasion.
Is that right?
I have
Yeah.
swords too, but like, yeah, that's the first thing.
We have a katana as well, but
Yeah,
that
yeah.
comes after if they make it through the statue.
Yeah.
Would you really attack someone that was breaking in?
No, we would run.
You would run.
I would run. I'm
would
not
attack
trying
somebody
to
that was
confront
just
somebody.
invited in my house.
I
I
don't
don't
know
give
that what. Make some tea for them.
I'm gonna text.
No, I'm a pussy. I would run.
I would run too.
But that's the smart thing, right?
Yeah.
Like this person's crazy enough to break into your house.
Yeah. It's probably methed out of his mind, especially since we're close to Ventura. Yeah, that person doesn't give a shit.
Okay, that's where we are. I'm weird with my geography.
Yeah.
So-
We're literally only, you know, you're
Well,
probably.
don't give it away.
I'm not giving it away.
But we're in the hills.
A little bit.
This is the Hollywood Hills.
A little bit, but it's only 2 miles from where you are, but it takes that long because you have to drive over a mountain and all these bullshit freeways.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're not really that far away from each other,
Yeah.
but it's just this whole fucking city is a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
You know, what I like about LA versus New York is I can get a house with a lawn.
I mean, this
Right.
is very nice. You have this. Very
Yeah,
nice.
but this is from the podcast.
really.
And other, you know, the road, you know,
But you're kind of having like a little wave right now.
It's a renaissance.
There's a little wave.
There's a little wave. There is
Word on the street is there a little wave
there is a
right
little,
now.
There is a little. There's a little wave, but I don't know if the wave is big. I don't know if the wave is small. But you know what? I'm gonna ride it.
You deserve it. I think what happens now, and we spoke about this up in Montreal, but like now when the people get to decide, when you get to have a podcast, you get to have YouTube, like when it's not the decision makers, it's the actual like people, all of a sudden like the authentic voices have this resurgence, right? Because there's no barrier. There's nobody going, hey, people won't like you. It's just, do people like you? Do people want to listen?
Yeah.
It's simple as that.
Yeah.
And it's like, you knew you had it. Some idiots maybe didn't know. Or maybe they really were trying to make the best decision that they could, and they didn't. Maybe they're good, well-intentioned. Who knows?
Do you think that during this
You
period,
don't think
more of the non-talented kind of professional schmoozers are getting weaned out?
You know what? The people who, this is what it is. The people that are not truly authentic won't make it, because the only way that you can gravitate to someone like on the internet is if they're truly authentic. And that means they're going to say some shit that's going to piss off a lot of people. Like those are the people who really thrived in like the Hollywood industry days, were the ones who wouldn't really piss off anybody, but they were in a system, so you had to digest them.
It's so
But it's
right
the
on.
polarizing people that are tending to kill it now, right? Because we like a polarizing individual. Like every dictator in history has been polarizing.
Yeah.
Nobody was like, dude, that Saddam guy, you little of everyone,
I wouldn't even say that. It's we all have points of views, right?
That's what I mean.
And what I used to do is edit my point of view.
No.
Right? But then I realized that, Khalyla was with me when I literally couldn't get an audition.
Yeah.
Remember 6 years ago, I'm like, when I met her on a date, I go, listen, my career is done. I'm doing stand-up still on the road a little bit, but I can't really make that. I'm making okay money, right? But can you want to be on this journey with me? And it's through when I realized that it wasn't happening and all these other kids were blowing up and I couldn't do anything about it. And then I started going, what's wrong with me? Am I terrible?
Right.
And so I just kind of gave up and went, you know what? I'm going to do this. And I mean, we have to edit out. The things that I say is crazy. The shit that I've said shit here that we had to edit out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna filter myself.
But that's the only way you get the authentic shit, right? Because if you're going through it, this is what I'm imagining. If you go through the episode going, I can't say that, then you end up not saying anything. If you just say everything and then pull back the few things,
That's what
right?
we do.
That's what we do.
Then you get you have like a real. Man, a listener gets actually like a real conversation. It's kind of rare that you eavesdrop on a real conversation.
Yeah.
Like that's what we hate about late night. I don't want to see Jimmy Fallon
I
like
know.
fucking.
Isn't it uncomfortable?
It makes me cringe.
It makes me too.
Shut the fuck up. Why is he so fucking happy? Just do a depressed episode. Go up there, be like, I'm hungover. I don't feel that good. I'm not excited to meet fucking Naomi Campbell's niece or whoever the fuck is And because we see through it.
Yeah.
We don't need it.
You know that thing he does where the elevator opens up and he is with Paul McCartney and there's people in the lobby and then and people go crazy and the elevator closes and they go down?
Yeah.
You know what I do? I go, fuck you, if they opened it like that. Because I don't want to I've seen him before. I want to shake his fucking hand.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I've met a Beatle before.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They're nice.
Who?
Not going to say.
Okay.
But they're nice.
Yeah, good guys.
They're the best people.
Maybe they deserve it.
They deserve it. But my point is that it's, James Corden, which is he's a great guy.
Actually,
He's my boss. He's my boss. Let me just back up.
Listen.
I'm on a show.
We're going to cut it out. We're going to cut it out. Look. We're going to cut it out. Let's get it out of our systems and then we'll cut it out. As simple as that.
So even James Corden, like when when I was invited to, they invited me to the Late Show just to hang out with meet James. He wasn't there, but the executive producer wanted to meet me because I was doing another project, and I felt so out of fucking place because for the longest time I've been a Ronin, a wandering samurai, and just doing my own thing, right? And now all these corporate jobs are coming up.
Yeah.
And I'm like Brian Callen. For some reason, I still need to be a little validated by the industry because
You're grandfathered into it, dude. It's baked into you by now.
I think it's baked into me because when I got here, it was all about auditioning and then getting a special, having, what it is gatekeepers.
Yeah.
You have 12 gatekeepers.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, none of them liked me. There's a gatekeeper at Netflix that he doesn't like me.
Yeah.
Right? And there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
And so instead of getting angry,
Well, you are doing it. This is the exact thing because nothing is more important to them keeping their jobs than numbers. And if you bring in numbers, they want to keep their job. Once your salvation is in their hands, the behavior changes big time.
It's true.
Big time. Big time.
Right.
Once they see salvation, once they look at you and you're like, I get to keep my job. I have a mortgage.
Wow.
Yeah.
Then everything goes out the window.
So funny. These are things that I don't even have the balls to fucking say because I'm older.
Yeah.
And I also being gooky.
Right. Can I
What?
agree with that?
You did. You know what I mean?
My bad.
Okay, you're my friend. I love it. Yeah. But even like back in the day when I used to get auditions and they were like, they'd go, "You're gonna play Toshi in this audition." So you'd show up.
Toshi.
And I'm not. This is not an exaggeration. This is not. This literally happened. Everyone was in a ninja outfit, but also with the eyes, the face too.
Whoa.
And I'm sitting there. I didn't bring mine. I was wearing like raw denim because
Yeah.
that's how I roll, and I was looking cool the way I used to roll, right?
Yeah.
And I walked in. They go, "Where's your ninja outfit?" I go, "I don't fucking have one." And I go, "Thank you."
Yeah.
And I realized, and that was the one audition I had in 3 years. And so I was thinking to myself, "How am I? I'm never gonna make it."
Wait, you got the role?
No, I never got the role. They didn't even. I wasn't able to audition because I didn't wear a ninja outfit.
They made people show up in a ninja outfit. That is horrifying.
It's insane.
You know what? They deserve all this fuck shit that's going on because I really mean this because they were abusive to people who are chasing their dream, and that's not fair. And karma gets you for that. Like I remember once I never really cared about acting, but I thought it was like part of the thing. Like that's how you make it or whatever, right? And I went to an audition. I forget which lot it was. You guys probably know. I got dropped off at one lot at a parking garage and had to take a bus to another
Warner Brothers.
lot. Was it Warner Brothers?
Yeah, probably.
Warner Brothers.
And then that one I had, and when I got to the bus stop, there was a parking lot at that fucking bus stop. You have some fucking balls. You have some huge balls
Yeah.
to make someone who's chasing their dream just go through that loophole
Yeah.
to in a fucking ninja outfit to audition for a show. It's abusive.
Insane.
And they're sleeping in the fucking back, or like during the audition, they're just like putting it.
Yeah. It's in.
Don't shake my hand. There's flu season. We're in LA. There's no flu. Who's getting a cold?
Right.
It was just so like I would go through this whole thing, and I remember that was probably like the beginning stages for me where I realized I can't let my career be in their hands. There's no way my career will be in their hands. There's no way that my security, my family security, when I have kids, my girl, like, there's no way I could possibly go through a fucking, what is it called, pilot season, and like hoping and like shaking hands and all that shit. It's just not me. It's not who I am, you know? I was never nice to you because I wanted anything out of you. I was nice to you because I really quickly thought I found a genuine guy. I thought you were a genuine, authentic guy. And I think like a lot of ways, it's a stupid saying, but like real recognizes real. But like I find when I'm uncomfortable with people, it's because I can't be myself or they can't be themselves. And when I'm comfortable with people, it's because I can be myself and they can be themselves.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we got along pretty well.
Yeah.
You know?
But it's also, you are friends, like Santino is one of my best
my guy.
comedy
I know.
friends, right? So
I'm excited for your guys' thing.
yeah, we have we live in a similar wheelhouse, but that's
Yeah.
not, it was, dude, I'm telling you right now, dude, I literally thought, and I told everyone this, and ask her, when I get back, what did I say when I didn't say, oh, I had a great time, I had great shows. I said, bro.
Yeah. His first phone call from Montreal was solely about you.
I love
And he
you,
said,
bro.
He talked about
this
it a lot.
is him. He hadn't enjoyed comedy or even seeing people at the Comedy Store in a really long time. And when he saw you, he felt inspired to write again.
Because you said things that I've thought of maybe vaguely or even right that I was too afraid to say.
Right.
And then you doubled down on them,
Yeah.
right? And then you tripled down, right? And then I love this. And then I go, is this guy gonna bury? He buried his way out. This is fucking amazing. And he did it with fucking really smart punchlines. And it was really just really well done. And you're the reason why, though. Another reason, and I don't want you to get a big head about it because I think you're.
I don't, man.
I know, but
I know
yeah,
I'm a piece of shit.
but another thing that I took away with it is, I thought maybe I don't really even need an agent, really, or a manager. I mean,
Managers got to change. Managers got to change. And if they don't adapt, they'll die.
What do you mean?
Like, agents are hired guns, right? Like our booking agent, I have a great booking agent, TJ Mark Walter, amazing
best,
guy.
yeah, he's great.
Okay, I fucking love him. We're on the same page with everything like that. And he's an expert, and he has all these great relationships, and it gives me free time. I don't have to contact all these people. He has these relationships. We can do it. I had a manager. She was really sweet, one of these big management companies. And I just said to her, I don't need you to tell me where to be. Like, I'll be there. You know, I'm professional. I don't need you to introduce me to someone because I'll DM them. There's nothing you could do.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? There's no barrier anymore. So, like, if your business model is you're going to be the liaison between two people, and now my phone is that,
Yeah.
you just made yourself obsolete.
Right.
So I offered her this. I said, listen, what I could use is a production partner where you guys would partner with me on all these projects and you guys would actually execute these projects. That is, I basically gave her the blueprint for what management will become. Wow. And she didn't want to do it. She, you know, I'll
That's
do
strange.
this.
But ultimately, isn't that a manager's dream? Is the fact that they
Producing,
can produce
yeah.
something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think she maybe saw it. Like, I think she thought I was a little crazy. Not crazy, but she thought I was like, because I'll say shit, and when I say it, it sounds wild. It sounds like I'm being audacious or something like that. But I know it.
Yeah.
I just fucking know it.
Yeah.
And once people see it, they go, oh, okay, I guess, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like even with the fucking, like the Netflix thing, I was saying how about like Netflix, when I was on Rogan first time, I was just like, yeah, Netflix is dead. I can't see how they're good. And everybody's like, well, the fuck is this guy? Isn't it? 6 months later, it's like, Netflix is $12 billion in debt. Netflix has no shows. Netflix lost Friends. And Netflix lost The Office, all the thing. And it's yeah, because these things, I see these things, you know?
Yeah.
So I was saying with if it's me and I'm the new version of management, right? I go, we're not a manager, we're production partners. I film your podcasts. I film any shows you want on the road. I create all your digital content. I create all your clips. I literally do things for you and with you.
Yeah.
You want any pilots? Let's make it. Whatever you want, I do. Because I don't have any time for people who can get someone else to do. I'll do that.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're useless.
Yeah.
So if you don't change, you die. Simple as that.
Wow.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What do they do? What do they do besides listen to you complain?
My manager this weekend said, you have to show up today at noon for this Netflix animated show I'm doing, right?
Yeah.
So I go, okay, I wake up at 11, and she calls me.
Well, I told you 11 and you insisted noon.
I know, because she said noon. She fucking said noon, man.
Oh, she fucked up.
Right.
So she had one job, which was to tell
To
you.
tell me 11, right? One job, right? I show up, dude.
Mind-boggling.
There's
Mind-boggling.
30 people in a room.
They act like they're busy.
Right.
Like,
Right.
Like, what are you busy doing? You don't do anything. You can't be busy if you don't do anything. Right? Like, what are you Did you build something? What are you busy with? Did you take anything and then did you do that? That's an activity. That's an action. I took this and I put it here. This is not busy. Yeah. You have to be there at 12. That's not busy. Oh, my day.
Right.
My day is so stressful.
Right.
Why is I had to tell someone to be somewhere.
Yeah, that's exactly. I got in a rage. And then check this out. She goes, you know what she says? She goes, it's going to be no big deal, Bob. They're fine. So I show up there, and they're all sitting there, 30 people in a room.
Yeah.
I look through the window, and they're just,
Oh, shit.
right? Oh, so I'm wasting people's time. Valuable fucking time. And then I go in there, and they're like, good to see you. They're being friendly. I'm a nice guy, right? But they reminded me 14 times to be there tomorrow at fucking 10.
Oh, now it's 10.
Yeah, but no, they did. They go, because I was late today.
Yeah.
They think now I'm late guy. They think that now I'm Mr. Irresponsible, so that they remind me 15 times, and I'm never late. I always show up.
Right.
Yeah, so, and I told her today when I walked out, I go, I don't know. I mean, I can get my own plane tickets.
Dude.
Can you?
You can do it. No. Can't you do it? You know how to do
management. Management right here.
I'll give you a chunk, 5% or something.
Yo, real talk. Think about it, right? It's like at a certain point in time when you look, a management almost makes sense when you got no money, because it's a free person that's being your assistant.
Yeah.
But
Right.
the second you make, let's say you start making $500,000 a year, 10% of that, $50,000 a year is to your manager. You don't think a personal assistant could do more for you then your manager, $50,000. They're everywhere. You want some fucking polverone, whatever it is. Polverone. If you want some more polverone, they get you whatever it is. They're on the phone, whatever you need. They are yours. You're not sharing them with a million different people.
Right.
You get and if you have a really competent personal assistant, like someone who's into the business, excited about it, they become your production partner.
Wow.
I'm telling you, like all the things we've done.
I'm going to tell you a story that's going to boggle your fucking mind.
Please.
So before I got Mad TV, right?
She told you a late time.
Yeah.
This I cannot express.
I know. Thank you.
And you can't even walk in the room going, my manager, because then you look like a fucking bitch that's not responsible for your own actions.
Or I'm lying.
Or you're a liar.
That's the go-to lie when you're lying.
Yes. Is my
your dad died, your manager fucked up.
Yeah.
Right? Those are the two fucking ones, right?
Yeah.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt, but we want to share some of our favorite sponsors.
Goat. Goat, goat. Goat, goat, goat. Oh, God, you're a good drummer, bro.
Thank you.
That's the best knee drums I've ever seen. Goat.com is the safest way to buy and sell authentic sneakers online. They have thousands of styles from the past and present, even shoes that are not even yet released. All are guaranteed authenticated by Goat. From Yeezys to Jordans to Gucci's, Goat gives you access to everything you're looking for, and even those shoes you didn't even know you wanted to have. Really.
They work only with trusted sellers, and before any shoe is sold, every detail is inspected. From the stitching and color to the size and weight, Goat ensures every shoe matches exactly factory specs. With over 15 million users around the world buying and selling verified shoes every day at Goat, you will find exactly what you want at the best price possible.
Find the perfect 100% authentic sneaker at goat.com/belly. Plus, you'll also be supporting TigerBelly, but you've got to go right now before the sneakers you want are gone. Go to goat.com/belly, spelled GOAT.com/belly.
So for years, I tried to get an agent. No one would sign me. So I had this manager. I still have the same manager. And she gets me audition for Mad TV. I go in 11 times over a series of 2 months.
Killing.
Rising.
Meaning from the beginning, they're like, I don't think he got it.
No, they said
slowly.
we want Taron. They want Taron Killam. He's 17.
Yeah.
They don't want any other minorities, but I'm going to get you in there to practice auditioning. So when I went in there, like, can you come back? Can you come back? Can you come back? It was between me and Taron Killam at the end. Okay?
Yeah.
Then I get a call when I'm driving to test for the show from Gersh. I don't know who Gersh.
Bob Gersh.
No, just Gersh Agency.
Oh, okay.
And they go, hey, we're your new agents. I go, I don't have agents.
Your
now
manager
you do.
told it.
Yeah, now you do because we have to negotiate your contract.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, I don't know. I thought that's how the way it worked.
Yeah.
So I sign, and for 8 years, I gave them 10% of every check.
Yeah.
And they didn't do anything.
Bro, I did the same. I not the same thing because it wasn't something big like Mad TV, but I had the MTV deal, right?
Right.
And I gave the MTV deal to innovative artists as a good faith thing, right? I was like, I thought of business. My parents had a small business, so it's like, yeah, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. Like I'm bringing value to you, thinking after I bring value, you're gonna right. Like that's how I would operate a business, you know. So. I don't care if it's a flower shop or some shit. You know, hey, no, flowers. You need flowers for wedding? We got it. Don't worry. And then in the future, it's like,
help me out. Yeah.
Thank you. It's just a symbiotic relationship.
Right.
We're good. It was an exclusive deal, so I kind of could only do MTV shit. So they couldn't really book me on anything else. And I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah.
I thought, well, they'll find other deals for me, or they'll get me in movies, or they'll do these kind of things, right? Yeah. They sat on their fucking asses knowing that there was nothing they could put me in. Mm-hmm. And from that point on, I was like, oh, you have to make everybody work for theirs. Nobody just gets a piece. And that's why I like the agent situation, because the agents, they eat what they hunt. If my agent, you know what I'm saying? If my agent don't get me gigs, he don't eat.
Right.
My manager, I don't have one.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to eat for not doing nothing.
Right.
You know, were you going to call my agent, tell me to get more gigs?
Yeah.
I'll call him.
Right.
Do people not have phones Were managers the only people with phones at one point in time?
Yeah. And I want to say this too, bro. It's like this. Is the reason? Okay, you're saying Bobby Lee is having uprising.
Yes.
That's what they say on the streets. That Bobby Lee is doing extra shit.
Yeah.
Right. But guess what? Do you know why? Because Khalyla, one day 4 years ago, goes, "I'm going to Guitar Center to get podcast equipment. We're gonna do one."
Why she talk like that?
Yeah.
And I go,
a rough
"Really? No one's
It was
gonna
a rough
listen?
time. It was a rough
No
time.
one's gonna give
She
a
had
fuck."
Pulver she could barely open her mouth. It was stuck together. Guitar Center.
Okay. So then, you know,
Completely lost. Just cake together.
Cake pattern.
And she has to get podcast equipment. And they're looking at her like, "You're gonna talk for a living? What the fuck? There's no way anybody understands you."
yeah.
So go on.
So I do it, and then what I do is I go, "Oh fuck, Dalia started one. Have him on.
Yeah.
Santino, Eric Griffin, all my friends. Rogan, I'll do it. Mark Maron, you know, all these people. You do it, you grow together. Bert, Tom Segura, all my friends, right?
Yeah.
And then one day, every single thing that's going on right now, which is probably 4 pretty big things, is we're just offers. They just called and they go, "Let's do it." You know,
Yeah.
It's like, and I did this.
Yes.
My Khalyla and I did this.
You did it.
Khalyla and I did this.
No, but for real.
You did it.
No, you both did it.
You
You
did
did
it
it.
too. And you know, I
both
give
did
you
it.
credit, all the credit. Thank you. But we did it.
We did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's how much better does it feel when you don't feel like some motherfucker did you a favor?
Yeah.
know what I
It's
mean?
like no one's over our head, holding anything over our head.
And you don't need any of that shit.
Yeah.
That's extra. At the end of the day, you can do this. This is the most fun thing that you'll do.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like Chris Rock had that thing where he was talking about like how to like get help. He's like, if you ever see someone on the side of the road with their car broken down, you know, and asking for help, nobody ever stops.
Yeah.
But if you see someone pushing their own car, you always stop
Always.
I do, yeah.
and
Yeah.
help them
Yeah.
because they're helping themselves.
Yeah.
So you guys were pushing their own car, and never people realize, oh, these people got it.
Yeah.
These people know what's going on. I'm telling you, and it's a different thing. It's like you're already qualified. You don't need some stiff to go, I think people will enjoy them.
Yeah.
You know, hundreds of thousands of people do it every week. It's proven, right? We
Yeah.
cut that guy out. Do you want, how many people listen to this podcast? Hundreds of thousands of people.
Maybe.
Okay, who knows? We'll say it. Right?
Wink, wink.
100,000 people. That is a guarantee.
Yeah.
Most of these shows can't get 100,000 people
I
to
know.
watch.
I know.
So it's like,
it's insane. Here, I go to the when I went last night to your. First of all, Santino called me today, and I go. He was singing on the phone.
yeah.
He goes bop bop bop. You know how the white dudes they did the bop bop bops.
Yeah,
He's like bop 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 bop. You know, he was doing that white, and I hung up on him, and then he called me back. I really did. I hung up, and then he goes, "You fucking asshole," and I called him
love
back.
him.
So then I go, why are you in a good mood? He goes, I just, I had lunch with you Sunday. I'm excited about our thing. And last night, dude, I had the best main room show I'd ever seen. It was electric, dude. I wish you were a part of it. It was so good. And I go, who was on it? And he goes, I lied that I wasn't there. I didn't watch it. I got caught in a fucking lie. Just
right here,
now.
man.
Oh my God, I got caught in a lie. Oh,
He's been trying not to lie as much too.
oh, I'm a fucking failure.
I wasn't even gonna catch on to that.
I wasn't gonna catch on to it either.
Alright.
I just realized that.
Could have just kept going. Triple
that's,
down.
That's a part of my. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Go
yeah, I
on.
saw you last night.
Dope.
Good
Triple
show,
down,
bro.
Triple down.
But that's why. So anyway, he goes. It was the best main room show
Lie
I've ever
about the
done.
stupidest shit.
I know, right?
I don't give a fuck if you saw me.
Oh, dude, I do it all the time.
No, but the lie is so arrogant because it's like he needs to know that I was there. Like the lie serves you, not me, right? Like,
I know.
go on.
So and he goes.
I love it.
Yeah, so he
'Cause
goes.
most lies are for the other person, right? Like most lies are like, no, you look skinny in that outfit or something like that,
Yep.
right? Because you're concerned about them. But your lie was like, man, he'd be heartbroken if I didn't watch his stats.
I apologize, man. Man. But check it out, bro. Check it out, dude.
Talk to me.
He goes, I'm in the right trajectory in my life. He's in the same headspace as you. He even says, why are you doing that fucking bullshit?
Yeah.
Why? You and I will do this podcast, and you have TigerBelly, and we'll sell out, and go, and go on the road and make money and this and that.
Yeah.
And we'll do our own thing. And we've even talked about, and I've said this out loud, getting all the podcasters from East and West to do one movie.
Let's do it.
Because if we did a really cool ensemble, fucked up movie, like a bunch of people that live in the desert,
Yeah.
right, and having a war,
Yeah.
right? So these
The Mad Max shit.
yeah. But modern times, like in the middle of the New Mexico,
Yeah.
'Cause
Joshua Tree.
Yeah, people live out there. People live out there. They make their own houses and community.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's called.
So what?
There's a show on HGTV called Living Off Grid.
Oh, I love it.
That kind
I
of
love
shit.
it.
It's the DIY channel, I think.
Yeah.
It's the
and
best show.
Living off
ever.
grid. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So there's
Guy lives
two
in
groups.
a cave and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
But imagine listen to me. I know we have a lot of followers and a lot of people in the business, and say, listen to me right now. This is the movie that you want. You want to contact Santino, us. We will do it. We'll even
contact us. We'll contact you.
We'll write
We
him,
got
contact
this.
you.
We know what the
Sorry.
fuck is going on.
Yeah.
And if you're lucky, we'll let you make some money.
I want to go back to your Asian hierarchy since we.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get past that.
So,
Good, babe.
Good catch.
so it used to be Japanese.
I like my questions answered.
No, it's very good. Sorry about that. So it used to be Japanese, and this is very hacky, classic, like Western view of the Asian world. So it used to be It used to be Japanese, Chinese, Korean. Then it shifted to Japanese, Korean, Chinese, right? Then Korean on top. Chinese. But I can only say Hong Kong Chinese.
Because you've
You know
only
what you
been
mean?
there.
I see what you're
I
saying.
grew up in the Philippines. I know a lot of Hong Kong Chinese.
A little different.
Little different.
Yeah.
But
Very
maybe
different,
Maybe it's Western influence, and maybe I'm just like,
No.
What about Taiwanese? Taiwanese are dope.
I know, because they got
Very
the
Western.
rebellious spirit.
They're
I think I
yeah.
like that. It's like we're fucking out of here, but not like too far out. But like we're out. So it's like, I think that now I can't really differentiate culturally between like Taiwan and mainland China yet. I'll be lying to you if I say. I have been to Malaysia and Singapore. Love Malaysia. Love.
Why?
It's one of those places where it's like, you know it's a third world, so there's like this little bit of danger, but in
Yeah.
the safest way. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
you know that you could pay some shit to move around, and you could
You need to go to the Philippines.
I would like it.
Same thing.
Like it's if you're a New Yorker, you'd love the chaos of the Philippines.
I love it.
It still feels like the wild, wild west. You can park on a curb if you wanted to, and no one would say anything. And even if someone said something, you'd probably pay them off and get your way.
That's it, right? Like, money
Yeah.
goes a
Yeah.
long
Still
way
goes,
with it.
yeah.
And it's kind of fun when you have money to live there.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So Philippines, I got to hit.
You have to, because if you like Malaysia,
Yes.
Philippines is next level Malaysia. Also, it is everyone speaks English,
Right.
and everyone is super entertaining there. I think Filipinos are the funniest people you'll ever meet.
Really?
They're
Well,
loud.
entertainment
They're,
seems like it's part of the culture.
Yeah.
Right? Singing, dancing, like it's
but they're
Boxing,
not
bro.
sensitive.
They fuck you up, bro.
real. It's a fighting Asian.
Yeah,
thing.
But they're not. You can still say anything you want there.
Yeah.
They're not that sensitive.
Right.
It's just it's third world, but I've never felt freer
Okay.
type place.
Now I've heard some Filipinos not identify as Asian, but South Pacific something.
Pacific
it
Islander.
depends
Yeah.
which Filipino you talk to. I always
No,
I'm Asian. I consider myself
institutions
Asian.
made us, because when you fill out paperwork,
Okay.
it'll say Asian/Pacific Islander.
Okay.
They group us all together.
I thought
sometimes.
Pacific Islander was Hawaiian, Samoans, like these type of folk. I didn't realize.
It depends what you're talking about. If you're talking about like genealogy, it's one thing. But if you're talking about geographical, we're Southeast Asia.
See, that's the thing. It's like I only knew these different cultures growing up in New York, and then when you actually get to go and you get to like experience the people, like I might fuck with Vietnam. I don't know, maybe you know. What I mean?
I might fuck with it too.
Yeah, have
I'll
you
go
gone?
with you. No, I've never been there. I
Dude,
want to
let's
go.
do it.
Saigon, bro.
Saigon.
I'm being real. Let's go.
I'm 100%.
A bunch of comics, like me, Santino, you, a couple
Let's
other
do it.
guys. It'll be fun, bro.
Dude, we'll get a
Do a
video
show?
crew. We'll do one show.
One show only.
And we'll just fuck it. Not too many. Not too many. shows.
Yeah, 20 people will show up.
But for real, dude, like, I don't know.
That's a show
just
I
love
want to
it.
see. Living
Yeah.
off grid, but the three of you living in Vietnam for 6 months.
That's a lot of time.
That's
For
a
one
lot of
show.
time.
Okay,
I got you.
well, 1 month.
1 week.
yeah, yeah.
We'll do
Yeah.
1 week. We'll do 1 week.
When I was in
We could-
Thailand,
Yeah.
if you're Thai, God bless you and take care.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah.
But if you
Here we
like,
go.
I mean, if you like boy pussy, go to Thailand. But my point is that
Dude, that's another thing about that part of the world.
What?
The Asian women don't put close to the effort in that the Asian men do.
What?
Like,
Scooby Doo.
dude, the fucking like when I saw they were Malaysian Thai boys,
Right.
or Malay boys, or whatever.
Malay
they were.
boys. Yeah.
But they were like the makeup and all that kind of shit. They were really like sexing themselves up.
Yeah.
And then the regular like the Malaysian women, they were like fucking. It's like put some effort in, and then we won't fuck these guys. Get some blush or a fucking lip liner or something like that. These girls weren't even doing shit, and I totally understood it, dude. I'm being serious. I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. They were going for it.
Did you know in Thailand,
Yeah.
if you're watching a movie,
Okay.
they do a 10-minute montage of the king, and you have to stand
During it.
during it. So everyone's standing. I stood. You know what I did though?
No, you.
I swear to fucking God, I did that. I swear to fucking. You're gonna cut that out?
There's no blurring. There's no
He was
blur.
trying to point the camera up.
Oh yeah, don't
Not
get
your
that
eyes.
part, but
Yeah,
they get what
just
I'm
cut,
saying.
cut the arm off. Cut the arm off.
I stood up. I did this. I did the noise right. And another thing is
That's a
at 6 p.m. At 6 p.m. if you're in a park, they have these gigantic speakers, and when the music comes on, you have to freeze.
That's like in the Philippines, though. When we do a prayer every 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Anywhere, if you're in a grocery store, whatever, everyone
Yeah.
stops and then you do a prayer because it's a very Catholic nation.
But you know what I did? I froze for extra 30 minutes.
Just sitting there.
Yeah, so I did for 30 extra minutes. People are walking around me. Fuck, bro. But Thailand, I fucked. This is before. I honestly, I haven't. I'm gonna tell my counselors from the place I went to and stuff, and and I want to reveal something to you last
Bro,
night. And
this
this is
guy
something
is-
I did something last night to you about something I did last night
Yeah.
that I'd never done before. I have a new commitment. I don't watch porn. I'm not jerking off to porn.
Yeah.
But when I was in the bathtub,
Yeah.
right, and I've never done this. I've never masturbated through imagination
Oh.
ever. And I masturbated to you in the bathtub because you were the last
What
person I had sex with.
version of me? It can't be my most recent version because I've been in sweats for 6 months.
No, it was when you remember you spit in my face and I choked you.
Oh, so the beginning.
Yeah, the beginning.
Khalyla.
Yeah.
The big titty, fake boobs.
The big
me?
boobs when you were fake boobs.
You
When
got rid of the boobs?
I got rid.
She
of
got
the
rid of them.
boobs.
Good for
Hated
you.
them.
Almost killed her.
Hated it.
Yeah.
Almost
Hated
killed her.
them.
It almost killed you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but most importantly, I just hated them. I think just
Wait a minute,
hate-
getting rid of them killed you, or
No.
the
No.
boobs killed you? Oh, they
Uh,
popped
yeah.
or something like
I
that?
just- my body just didn't feel right. I started getting some like weird autoimmune stuff. My heart started
Mm-hmm.
going haywire, and then I just took them out after 2 years. I hated it
And they cost more to take out than putting
Uh-huh.
in. You know that,
Of
right?
course.
because they have to repair your fucking pecs that are now like ripped to shreds. It's really bad.
Now, does it look different?
They're delicious.
Because I only had them for 2 years, so no.
Yeah.
But
Tastes
I
like
will
good shit.
say, like when I flex, there's a line that kind of goes through this way, like a bodybuilder. Like when I do this.
Who cares? Who gives a fuck, babe? You're
don't-
flexing out fucking public. Stop flexing out public.
She's walking around. Look at my
Flexing out-
chest.
Yeah. Fuck. Don't fucking flex it no more in public. That's crazy. Yeah. When I look at your titties, I don't see no flexing.
When she's frozen in Thailand, it's just,
Just flexing for 30 minutes.
Okay, so you old Khalyla is what you jerked
so
off
you
to.
whacked off, yeah.
For the first time in my life, and it did a fountain, which it was upsetting because I
He
masturbated
never
for
does
weeks.
fountain.
Not a marshmallow.
He always
yeah.
does like a weepy little dollop.
Oh,
No
like
projectile.
fondue, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I went and it went.
Yeah,
like on my
falls over,
on the thing, it looked like I had fucking icing on the tip of my fucking dick.
Yes.
Like it was one of those fancy cupcake pops.
Yes.
From fucking
Yeah,
Starbucks.
yeah,
A cake
yeah,
pop?
yeah,
You made
yeah.
a cake pop.
Yeah, I did a cake pop. Yeah. And I, you know what's so weird masturbating in the bathtub though?
It's really weird.
It is. Yeah.
Because you're swimming with your cum.
I know. But
I've done it. That's
I know. And you jerk out. You sit with all the cum on your right, and you
it just
have
bubbles. Yeah.
And then you have to just go fuck it. You know what I mean? And then you see them swimming around.
Yeah.
But
and
I
they're
don't
very
like
good
the way
swimmers.
cum feels in water. It's like oil in water. It
Yeah.
kind of feels like you know when you have cornstarch in your hand and you do this.
Yeah. No. I know. I don't know what that. I don't know what cornstarch is.
Try doing it. It's like nails on a chalkboard.
Oh, it's
It's
grainy.
yeah.
You're saying?
It's but grainy but squeaky.
Squeaky is the word I would say. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think you got really big sperm, bro. You can feel each individual one.
It's only 3.
It's like
That's why it
tadpoles.
drips out. It's like little salmon coming out the river.
yeah. A bear shows up. Yeah.
Pawing at your dick.
What are we doing at time?
We're at an hour.
Wow. Bro, I'm gonna say this right now. And I'm gonna say one thing to you, dude, is just think about moving out here.
You know what? I thought about it because I love what you guys have done out here, and I love the camaraderie out here. But I feel like it's important for me to take that and bring that back home. And I feel a responsibility to New York, and like helping comics out there in the same way you guys helped each other, and like building up and getting other people to understand that there is way more food when we're all helping each other hunt. Instead of like all looking for the same deer. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've seen you guys do it, and it's fucking beautiful. And I come out here to do the show when we were doing Tim Dillon and Hinchcliffe and San Diego because I love those guys, but it's also something to show the guys back home. Like, you see what we did? Like, this can happen if we're not trying to cut each other's heads off.
Yeah.
But the only way people fall in line with that is if they see their salvation in it. You know, like Joe is top dog and he's the least selfish. When the top dog is the least selfish, nobody could be selfish.
Right.
Because like, who the fuck are you to be selfish when that guy isn't?
Yeah.
You know, and then it just trickles down. You guys are doing it. Schaub and Callan are doing it. Everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's right to bring that over there. And imagine if it's over there and over here, the kind of fun crossover shit that we can end up doing.
Yeah.
So that's really my goal. I mean, I've been renovating this. I haven't really spoken about it, but fuck it. I've been renovating this studio, this podcast studio, but like it's got a couple studios, a content space. I got like a little live performance space in it. It's pretty cool, and we're getting that ready. And then I'm gonna shoot my special out here in April
Where?
at the Orpheum.
But what is there? You're doing it on your own, or is there a company doing it?
Ooh.
A company is, I think, this is a company.
Exclusive.
I partnered with a production company, shouts at Comedy Dynamics, and I think this is, and we just sold it to a network. I won't say which network just yet.
Okay.
But I think this is one of the, if not the first special that is part of like new media. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the way that we should be paid for what we do. Like, we shouldn't have gotten paid a lot of money back in the day because they did most of the work. They had the platform, they shot it, they produced it, and they had the people. We had to go to them for the people. But now we have the people. If we want, we could shoot it, and we have our own platforms we could put it on. So if I'm going to put it on your platform, it's got to be worth my while.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I really, like back in a couple of years ago when I started putting together this plan, the goal was to get enough leverage and kind of power in the business to where I could start, not only for myself, but like start getting paid what I thought that a comic is worth when he's bringing that type of value.
Yeah.
So, I've partnered with this production company who actually understands it. They understand new media, and they're like, okay, we understand what you're bringing to the table, and we want to do that with you. So it was a pretty crazy thing how it came together, but this is how it should be.
Because what you said to me in Montreal, because I go, because I was like, I want to do I don't know where to go because no one wants to do it or whatever in my head or whatever, and you were like, I just did it on YouTube and I sell out shit.
I did it. I've done 3 on YouTube.
Wow.
And that's the thing, is like, a lot of people are doing specials, right? And then if everybody does a special, it's not special, right? That's one thing. I mean, it's just what it is, right? Like every time we go up on stage at the store or the comedy site, or whatever, we don't go, I'm doing my special. right?
yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So like you have to do something that makes it unique and makes it special, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, but also having YouTube is this amazing source. You guys could put your special up on YouTube and it would fucking explode because all your fans can't wait to see it, and that's an amazing thing to have. For me, I had all the bargaining chips because I walk away from anything. Like, I mean, I walked away from 7 figures when they first get offered it. So I was like, and the only reason, not the only reason, but part of the reason I took it is because I wanted to show creatives, like, just because you give, I was so big on giving your shit away.
Yeah.
But I wanted comics to know, like, just because you give your shit away don't mean it's not worth anything. You decide what it's worth. So this production company, I met with them before I put my last one on YouTube, and they were like, hey, don't put it on YouTube, we'll put it out. And I was like, well, it's going to be 7 figures. And
I love that.
nobody else would put it up, right? Nobody else. So there was literally zero value. But they were like, we want it. And I was like, well, it's $1 million. And then and then they came back, and then I basically, we did Montreal, and after Montreal, Netflix reached out about a thing, and they reached out about the Degenerates.
Yeah.
Remember it's like,
Degenerates, yeah.
yeah, and they're like, do you want to do the Degenerates? And I was like, you know, I put my stuff up for free on whatever. I'll put it on Netflix, of course. And then this production company reached out as well, and they're like, what is he doing for a special? And they're like, Netflix made him an offer. And so they're like, don't say yes or anything, just give us a couple days. And they came back with an offer. My agent, like, he set this whole thing up because he was so excited to show it to me. And he was like, here's the offer. I got you. And it was for $1 million. And I was like, man, this is amazing.
Fucking amazing.
But it sucks. We're going to have to say no. And and my agent almost had a fucking heart attack.
Oh,
Yeah.
Almost had a fucking heart attack. And he's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I was like, the last one was $1 million. Things have changed.
Oh.
That's how much the last one was. So now it has to be more. Just
love
off
it.
principle, right?
Yeah, right.
So it's like they came back and we, got a good little
Fucking
thing going.
congratulations.
But it's not about the money. I would have put everything up for free.
I know you did.
It's just more about, like, I want comics to know, it's like, yeah, put your shit out, and then when you're at a point where you feel like people are willing to pay you what you believe you deserve, partner with them. I don't want Netflix to die. I don't want any of these companies, HBO to die. I don't want any of them to die. I just want them to understand the new way that media works. And the new way media works is we have fan bases. We have people who love us and support us, and they will support us no matter where we go. So we just yield more power, right? We wield more power. And because we wield more power, you got to pay us more.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
I really respect you.
Thank you.
I don't
Fuck yeah.
respect a lot of people. I really respect you.
I'll take
I think that,
She doesn't.
I think
She
it's I think that you're forcing their hand and you're injecting back a little bit of integrity that the industry has lost a long fucking time ago.
They need a reality check, and they're gonna get it. And they're gonna but they're gonna get it because with all of us, like, we have the opportunity to do what we want.
Yeah.
Like, we could sit here and have the most fun conversation,
The best.
and people can listen in and have the most fun at work. There are people listening to this at work who are having the worst fucking day, and this came out, and they're just laughing. They're laughing about how you come and how a few sperm just kind of fall out, right? And they're like, we made their day better for like fucking an hour. You know how awesome that, how grateful they are for you guys?
Yeah.
That their day is better.
It's funny because when I go on the road, before when I did Mad TV, it was like old people. We saw him on TV. We're gonna go see
Now
him,
it's
right?
and
now it's they look at me and we hug.
you're friends.
We're friends.
That's your boy. They know more about you than most people in the world. Right?
I'm gonna get emotional. Sorry.
No, let it out.
No, I'm not gonna do it. Not for you. Fuck.
What if you cried the projectile? That's the
It flops on the table. So at the end of ours thing, what we do is thing called unhelpful advice. They email us, we give them advice,
Right.
and we're done.
Let's do it, man.
Go ahead, man.
Unhelpful advice with Bobby, Khalyla, and Andrew motherfucking Schulz.
I'm a 23-year-old Korean woman in love with a Dominican man who looks black. We have been together for a year, and I've only told my dad and my sisters about him. My mom has no idea. My mom does not want to marry me to marry any other ethnicity other than Korean. If she were to find out, she would never talk to me again, and there would be no family support anymore. My ex was black, and I hid him from my mom for 4.5 years.
Jesus.
But I really believe that the man I'm with is my soulmate. How do I approach my very traditional parents about this? Her name is Jenny. Asian expert, Andrew.
She's Korean.
Yep.
God, it's a pressure I don't really know about. Just
I
'cause-
understand it.
Yeah, you guys know way more.
I don't.
My dad,
'cause
when
I'm
I
a
said
kid.
I'm doing stand up at 23.
You were what?
I'm a mixed kid.
Oh my God, I thought you said I was molested. I was
Oh no, yes, that's
Well,
true.
that too.
We were both molested.
They're
I was
both.
molested when I was 9, really badly.
really?
Fingered in my.
I
sleep.
was molested.
Hold on. Now this is crazy to say, but
Say it.
like you turned into this beautiful woman. Do you think like he was like, I know she's gonna be somebody?
Like Minority Report?
No, he's like
future.
he's like a talent scout. Like he's like,
Yeah.
you know, like they look at
Sure.
basketball players in like
Yeah.
9th grade or something like that. Like he's gonna fucking be in the NBA.
I was molested by a guy with Down syndrome, right? So
So,
He had an eye for talent.
an eye for talent.
Bro, for real,
Dude.
no way.
That's true.
How?
that's how dumb I was. Because when you molest somebody, you have to manipulate, have some game,
Yeah.
candy, right? You're like, you know what I mean? Compliments, right? My dude just went, "Durr," and I did it.
Talent scout.
Yeah. Oh, no. So anyway, this
How do we help this girl?
I'm gonna help her right now. All right. I'm gonna help her right now.
Holy
Shit,
shit!
it's the real dude. So here's the thing.
Holy shit!
When I told my parents I was doing stand up at 23, they said they would disown me. They go, if you do, you don't call home. You know, the whole fucking thing, right? So I was just like, oh shit. Fuck it. I'm doing it. And I did it.
dude.
And they didn't talk to me for 6 years. I would have to call back every once in a while to get rent money because I was so poor in the beginning. And they would reluctantly do it, but it would always be a fight.
Yeah.
And they didn't. And then once I started kind of making it, or whatever, they softened.
They
but
got on
fuck.
board.
But the parents, fuck. It's your life.
Yeah.
If you're in love, you're in fucking love,
Yeah. I agree with
right?
yeah, 100%. I mean, and also it's the mom. It seems like it's the mom that's more upset.
It's the mom, yeah.
The dad knows, right?
Dad's fine with it.
That's
Sisters.
fine. In my experience, a mother's love is unbelievable. It's like unconditional. Whereas like a father's love
Waivers.
wavers, right? It's like based on your behavior.
Yeah.
The kind of father's love is there. So it's like, I think the mom is really harsh in the beginning, but I have a feeling she can't cut you
Yeah.
out.
Call it bluff.
Yeah,
Call the
I
bluff,
would
yeah.
call her bluff. I would call her bluff.
Call her bluff.
Absolutely.
That's it.
I mean, he's going to cheat on you. He's Dominican, but if you want to do this,
It's on you.
it's really on you.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
for it.
Wow. Bro, honestly, dude, I was so, when I found out you were coming, I'd forgotten. But, I found out, and I was super I forgot, but I was super excited about
we
it.
thought you were here a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I was
so
confused
I made
about the whole
them. We reached out to you, and you're like, "I'm not in town."
thing. Yeah.
Thought you were
Yeah,
here.
so it was, I knew you're just legit. What's your podcast called? Gentlemen.
Yeah, I do Flagrant 2
Yeah.
and with Akash and Kaz, man, I love those guys, and Brilliant Idiots with Charlamagne the God.
Yeah.
When I go to New York, if I ever do, could I do those?
Dude, I would be so honored. I'm a huge fan. I just love hanging out with you. So yes, absolutely. Please.
I honestly think that you're going to be a lifelong friend of mine.
I hope so.
I know it. I know
hope
it,
so.
and I'm gonna get. I don't want to get emotional, but you really changed me, man. The
Good.
way I thought about the business.
Good.
And kids like yourself is so important, dude. I can't reiterate that enough.
Let's take over, man.
I want to, and
let's
I'm an
just do
old
it.
man, but let's try. I'm gonna do it with you guys.
Yeah, that's the cool thing
That's the
about
cool
this shit.
thing about it,
We're
man.
gonna do this old. There's no fucking rules like how old we can be. Think about the stand-ups that make money now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's old.
Yeah.
Because why the fuck would you listen to some tiny young kid?
Yeah.
I want someone with experience. If you're gonna talk, have experience. I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's why I don't care about the climate girl. To bring it back to straws or whatever, but like,
Yeah.
she's just too young.
Yeah.
Like what? You don't even know what you're saving. Maybe it sucks.
Yeah.
Maybe it sucks when you get older. You're like, maybe it should fucking burn down.
Yeah. Maybe you want to hang out with Leo.
Yeah,
That's
all
see
you
with
want.
Leo all the time.
You want to
Mouth
fucking
fire.
trap Leo?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
I know what you know what I mean. It's like,
yeah.
we'll do this for as long as we
We're
want.
gonna do it. And thank you so much. Give him a round of applause,
Hey,
everybody.
thanks,
Andrew
guys.
Schulz, everybody.
Really quick, any tour dates?
TheAndrewSchulz.com. Check it out. And I post all my stuff on YouTube, man. So if you guys are already on YouTube, you want to give my YouTube a check out, it's youtube.com/TheAndrewSchulz, no T. And if you like some stuff, man, there it is.
I already know that my fans, we know.
Yeah.
You just gained a big chunk.
Oh, that's dope, man.
So
That's dope.
I love you, buddy. Give him another round.
Thanks, man. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate y'all.
You gotta take a photo, please.
Hello, everyone. We are back with housekeeping. Thank you for listening to this episode with the man, the myth, the legend, industry pusher, Andrew Schulz. I want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Blue Apron, Feels, and Goat. Look at the link in the description. Click on those links and help support the show. And also get yourself some cool stuff at a discount with our promo codes. See Bobby Lee live. He'll be in Irvine, California at the Irvine Improv, January 17th through 19th. Schaumburg, Illinois at the Chicago Improv, February 13th through 16th. More at BobbyLeeLive.com. And guys, follow us on Instagram at TigerBelly or on Twitter at TheTigerBelly. Also, follow Bobby Lee Live at BobbyLeeLive.com. You can also follow Khalyla at everything at Calamity K, myself at Gilbert's, everything Bryce at Bryce Halleck, and George at George_Kimmel. Or is it George Kimmel?
George_Kimmel.
George_Kimmel. Also, for sending any packages, guess what? You can send them at link in the bio of our Instagram. Give us a follow. You can find it right there because I just spaced out. We love you guys so much. Bye.